family? Welcome to the Mental Game Podcast, man. I don't know why, but Instagram always takes a while to get up to snuff for me to go live. And if it don't do it, I'm just not gonna worry about it. I think we live. Okay, I think we good now. What's happening, everybody, man? Welcome to the Mental Game Podcast. You know what I'm saying? If you're new to the podcast, I appreciate you pulling up. You know what I'm saying? If you've been rocking with me, you already know, man, we keep it real over here on the Mental Game Podcast. So my website is still under maintenance right now. I still got to do a few things, add a few things to get it back up and running. So y'all bear with me while that's going on. As well, man, y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? If you know somebody that is looking for a podcast where we talk about real things from a mental standpoint, a mental game standpoint, shoot them my way, man. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. We trying to get the subscriber count up to 1,000, man, and we need y'all help to do it, man. Tap in with us. How y'all doing out there? I got my crew back. How y'all doing, man? Y'all straight?
Good. Good.
Don't y'all be quiet on me now. Before we got on this mug, y'all was show talking. Hey, we could have had a whole nother podcast the way they were talking. Now they won't be quiet. Now the lights is on.
You know,
The
some
red
say some stuff need to be left in house.
the red button on, everybody quiet. Nah, but as always, man, we want to warm everything up, man. Got a couple shout outs, man. Shout out for anybody. This like we coming up on the last week of March, man. Anybody celebrating a birthday, anniversary in March, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Whether it's today, or whatever, man. We just grateful for you to be here with us, celebrating another year. Anniversary shout out to everybody celebrating the anniversary. Still choosing each other. That's important. You know what I'm
Shout
saying?
out to the people that have been waiting.
Shout out to people getting married. I think I got a
Exactly.
cousin. I got a cousin that's getting married today, man. Shout out old Sid. I think Sid getting married today.
And their cousin just got married. Shout out to Jordan and Courtney. Congratulations on the
Congratulations.
wedding.
Congrats.
Congratulations on the nuptials, man.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yes,
It
indeed.
is. It was. It was.
But we got these other people we got to shout out to. Shout out to the people who scroll for 5 minutes and end up on the app for 2 hours. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Shut up.
Yeah.
Shout out to the folks. Shout out to the folks comparing their life to somebody's fake life. Shout out to y'all. That's bad. That's a little bit of what this topic is about today. Shout out to the I need to lock in thoughts that hit late at night. You know what I'm saying? I know they done kept me up a few times. I need to
Yeah.
do this. I need to lock in. I need to get better. You know what I'm saying? And that whole, shout out to y'all because them late night thoughts turned into what you're seeing right now on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? And as always, man, shout out to the survivors, man. If you made it through something nobody clapped for, this shout out is for you, man. So before we get deep into this episode, I want to ground this conversation real quick. I got a scripture that I back my podcast on. It's Joshua 1:9 says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged, for the Lord God will be with you wherever you go." And that is a fact. That's a fact, Jack. You know what I'm saying? The meaning of this verse is about strength and courage. No matter where you're going and what you're going through, you know what I'm saying? You're not alone.
That's true.
Yeah, so let's get into this, man. Let's get into the main topic. You know what I'm saying? Let's be real for a second. All right. Social media really got people feeling like they behind in life. You know what I'm saying? You're scrolling, you seeing people going on vacation, you seeing people getting money, you seeing people portraying this perfect relationship, and you see nothing but success. You know what I'm saying? And now suddenly, some people get the feeling like, their life don't feel like like it's enough. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, a lot of us get caught up in that negative stigma sometimes. You know, I done lost track of where I was. Nah, but we get caught up in that negative stigma sometimes. So do you ever catch, like, I'm gonna ask y'all, do you ever catch yourself comparing your life to what you see online?
Negative.
Negative?
Negative.
What you say,
Yeah.
Chico? Never? Come on, y'all had to do it once or twice.
Nah, bro.
Mm.
Never? Like
Do
never?
it all the time.
But there you go. I was waiting for it. Come on, I was waiting for somebody. I'm like, I'm not hell. I know I ain't by myself. Like, I'm not. I would say this. Currently, I don't. because I know better now, so I do better now. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I used to be one of the ones sometimes with the relationship stuff, I kind of look at it and be like, dang man. But me and my wife, we've always had this crazy. Our relationship has always been, I would say, non-traditional. You know what I'm saying? We always had our own way.
Yeah.
So, I see people going on vacation and stuff like that, and I be like, okay, that's something I want to do. And I there was this couple that I know of, my homeboy and his wife. His wife is actually my wife's best friend. They used to go on trips. I always go on trips. I always ask us to go on trips and stuff like that. And I used to always see him. And I'm like, dang man, I want to get like that. Damn man, I want to get like that. You know what I'm saying? Till I started going on trips and accruing all kinds of debt. Then I was like, damn, why did I want to do this stupid shit? I gotta maintain this. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I got caught up in. You know what I'm saying? Thankfully, I'm on the better side of things. Like when it come to going on vacation and stuff like that, I got it a whole lot more under control now. I say that. But what say you, A-Ball? You said I do it all the time. What's up, man? What you get yourself doing? What's up?
Time when I go on there, I see people doing certain things and
Uh huh.
enjoying themselves and out and about and stuff, or
Right.
accomplishing however you pronounce it. And certain goals in life that they try to do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I compare myself to can I do it or should I do it or how they do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not gonna say that some things don't bother me about my self progress, but I am a person that when I see somebody else do it, it motivates me to start
Mm-hmm.
moving in the direction that I know I should start moving into. That's one reason why I use social media. I use social media to learn because it is what it is. It say what it is. Social media. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And same thing what they try to teach us in school with social study, but it's not
Mm-hmm.
social media.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Facts.
All right. What's something that people post that you think isn't always real?
Shit. A lot of shit.
The
Come on,
music.
man. Hold on, wait. Look,
85 to 90% of the thing.
For real.
we ain't doing that, man. I need specific, goddamn. Do you need tell me specifically, man?
Alright.
I need to
Alright.
know what's up. What's something people post like? I tell you this, man. Like relationships. For me,
Yeah.
it's always relationships. Everybody's always posting like they happy go lucky and everything's good, everything's perfect. Oh, I
Yeah.
love my man, and we all know that relationships is a lot of, excuse my French, it's a lot of fucking work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I grew up like, okay, my brothers are 10 years plus older than me. My older brothers from my mom, my actual brothers. These people on the these brothers on the podcast, these are my brothers too. But my birth brothers, we all came out the same spot. I watched. Hey, pause. God damn it, Don. Here with this. Hey, look. Look, all right. You got me. No, but okay. My brothers are a generation older than me, right? They
Yeah.
grew up in the 80s. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Grew up in the 80s and 90s, whatever. So they got married. When they got married or got to a marital age or whatever, I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? I got to see the nitty gritty, you know what I'm saying? I got to see them date women. I got to see them date women, and I got to see them finally get married, you know what I'm saying? And I seen the turmoil in between, man. Relationships is work, man. You got like, especially
Yeah.
like, for me and my wife, we were raised in two totally different cities, two totally different states. And so we're really, really two totally different people. You know what I'm saying? And the things we've been through in our relationship, it make me question every day. It's like, dang man, why we can't just be like these people on Facebook? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like,
bro.
for real. So, even our friends, you know what I'm saying? Like even our friends is faking it. You feel me? To a certain extent. I ain't trying to put y'all out there. Don, I love you and Crystal. Y'all are wonderful. Hey, y'all are wonderful. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all are wonderful. But I know y'all niggas be rumbling in the shadows. You know what I'm saying?
We used to.
Used to.
We
Okay.
used to.
Okay.
At the beginning of the relationship, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Now, at this point in our life, everything is smooth sailing.
So that's what I'm saying. You gotta go through. It's like you gotta go through something, and it's some work. anything good is got to be worth putting some work in for. Ain't everything gonna just be perfect out the gate.
Nah, it's not.
You know what I'm saying? And then, me and T, we were, what I'm saying, we were young, like young, like right out of high school when we got together and started. We was kids, you know what I'm saying? So we figuring this thing out as we go. So I have to learn that, I had to learn that and then kind of go from there to go forward with fixing things. And it's kind of hard because, things is already done. But,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? We still here, we still working, you know what I'm saying? She ain't called the police on me yet. I ain't committed to no mental institution yet, you know what I'm saying? But we still in, you know what I'm saying? God has really been, keeping us, you know what I'm saying? And I believe it's for a good reason. So that's one thing for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Relationships is not like people be portraying this like, and you look at it and you see like, dang man, you start feeling like, damn, am I doing something wrong? Like, why can't I have that in my relationship? You feel me? But some people be lying, all that stuff ain't true.
But see,
Yeah.
you got to look at it like this here. That's
What
almost
you,
anywhere and any people. When you turn the camera on, it's a different.
it's a
It's
different
gonna
story.
always be different.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? You
Oh
can
yeah.
have 15. You can have 15 people in one room just standing there. When you turn the camera on them 15 people, they all finna be different. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It's like Sam. That's why I kind of wish Sam got on this podcast because he had a saying that he used to always say when we talked about this, something that Kevin Gates would say, but it's really the truth. It's like, all right, like let's say you a star football player, right?
Yeah.
Or you star basketball player, whatever the case may be. You got to prepare. You have to prepare. Keyword prepare. You got to prepare a highlight tape to send you to your couch, the scouts and the coaches and stuff like that. You gonna put in that highlight reel the 3 times you fumbled, or the 6 times you missed a shot, or anything like that. No,
No.
I want people like the people that's watching this podcast right now. I want y'all to realize, man, people on social media are only posting the positive highlights. They're not showing you the negative. They're not showing you the nitty gritty. They're
What
not showing you the work.
can we just say they call highlights?
Yep,
Yeah,
Yeah.
highlight.
highlights. Yep, they
Basically.
They
call
they not
highlight.
showing you the lowlights.
Nope, they not showing you them lowlights. They not showing them. They not showing you what's that the weekend say. They not showing you them dark times.
Nah,
Yeah.
don't nobody show their dark
No
time.
indeed, no indeed. So
They want people unless they have a platform where they are trying to reach a certain demographic to where it's like, man, you when you share your vulnerabilities,
hmm
then you're gonna share some of your darkest times. But those are the real people.
right, absolutely,
Because for you to share your highlights and not your lowlights is like you being fake.
facts,
You
Yeah.
only want people to see your good
facts,
and not
super
willing to
facts.
expose your bad.
Yeah.
So it's like people only gonna give you they highlights.
Right.
They ain't gonna give you where they fumbled or where they
No
failed or where
indeed,
they
no indeed.
yeah.
Heck no, I
You
don't
know,
want you talking about me.
yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
to me, people live through social media.
They do. I know a lot of
And
people that do. Yep.
people live vicariously through other people
Mm-hmm.
on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So when I want to be entertained, sometimes, bro, I go to social media.
Yeah,
You see what
absolutely.
I'm saying? So like but but
No,
but
no,
but
that's
but
facts. That's facts though.
Yeah, for real though.
that'd be my little entertainment though, bro. And
Mm-hmm.
so I use it sometimes for a tickle, for a laugh.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
use it for yeah. So, but I can use social media for different things
Mm-hmm.
now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then there's a lot of categories you can go to on social media, bro, where you can actually get some good and positivity from.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So I
There's a
think
lot of yeah.
go
Mm-hmm.
ahead.
No, I'm saying it's very it's crazy how it's changed, since, you know, MySpace and shut
Man.
up, Don. Yeah, shut up, Don.
MySpace was like the beginning of hip hop,
Yeah,
nigga.
man. I just want to like the point I really want to get across in this podcast to the people that's watching and listening and actually trying to get something from this podcast is I just want everybody to realize like you can't compare your real life to somebody's highlight. You know what I'm
Hi.
saying? I like how Chico put that.
Yeah.
I really like that. So, like, have you ever felt Like, hey, Bob, well, since you was the only one that answered, I'm gonna ask you: have you ever felt behind in life because of what you saw? And I know you kind of answered it, but I'm
Yeah,
asking you to kind of
Hey,
elaborate.
hold on.
Have you ever felt behind in life because of what you saw, like on social media? Because we talking about, people comparing their lives to social media.
yeah. I mean, being truth, I say all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I say all the time.
Thank you for being honest, hey, Bob. I appreciate you.
You
Cause
know,
Don and Chico over there
No,
like nothing,
no, 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 no,
nothing,
no, no, no.
nothing.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you why I said that. I don't want to cut you off, A-Ball. I thought I was. I thought I was behind. Because think about it. I came from the Miss Loop out here to Texas. And I thought I was behind until I started talking to everybody. And I realized I'm thinking like everybody is, until I started talking to everybody, it's like that. I'm really not behind. You know what I'm saying?
but see
And
and I get you on that. But see that right there really it depends on where you want to be in life. You see what I'm so you can have a nice job, you can have a house, you can have two cars, you can have a dog, and that's where you want to be. So when you see everybody else doing certain things, you won't feel behind because you got what you want. But when you want to accomplish something and you deliberately want to be something more than what you are than just a house, a good job, a dog, and two cars, and somebody come on there and show a stack of
Wait,
money,
wait,
we
wait.
still big.
That sounded pretty good to me. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
hold
yeah.
up. Now we get into the real. Now he's saying about a stack of money. All right,
I ain't worried.
so
I ain't worried. No, I ain't worried about the stack money. I'm talking
so
about the two
so
dogs and a couple cars. I'm all right with that.
I'm cool. But if you go on social media, you see this person with a stack of money, the Urus in the background, the Lambo, the drip and draped out, what they call it, the Gucci and Fendi on. You feel behind?
No, you where you need to be.
See, look, so let me say it.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
can I say it like this,
Come on,
bro?
what you got, Chico? Bring it to me.
It says, never want what's for thy neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
We are people that fall behind in life because of things that we want, not because of things that we need. People are in debt because of what they want, not because of what you
Exactly.
need.
Yes, that is big.
Exactly.
I just said that. You're going
So I
thinking I had to be on, but boy.
Bro, to have what you need is a blessing.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact,
Then
cause
you worry
not
about your
everybody have
wants.
it.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Your
yeah,
wants,
but see
to
your
have your
want.
needs then, and then have your wants,
Hold up.
that's a good blessing, bro.
What you got, Chico? My
No, I was
bad.
just saying because what see you can have what you need and you can still have a little room to get what you need, but it's when you start getting what you think you want and realize after you get it you really didn't.
Didn't need it.
Really didn't
See,
need it.
that's
I
when
could have went without this. Yeah, I could have showed went without this
yeah,
shit.
you realize just how important it was for you. Really, like, man, this ain't even really serving my higher self. Like, I just, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, man, once you start to understand that, because like me, just say me, right? I've traveled across seas, or you know what I'm saying? I've traveled, like we say, I've hit 48 states in 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
So these are things that I wanted to do since I've been a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people can't say that they've done that. They may want to do something else in their life. As long as I think people are accomplishing the things that they set themselves out to do in their life, I think that's where the comfortability comes from. But trying to compete and compare with people that's completely on a different level, like just say when people travel, sometimes they may be traveling on somebody else's expense, but they may make it seem like they're the ones doing it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So like
Mm-hmm.
I don't really the reason that's why I say, man, like I don't look at somebody else's life and feel like I should be where they are because I don't want what they want. I want what God has for me. And that's what I'm trying to put myself in a position to receive. I can care less about somebody having $20 million. That's just letting me know, hey, if they can do it,
You
I
can
can
do
do
it.
it. I can be inspired by what I see somebody else do, but I'll never feel like I'm behind because of what somebody else is in life.
You hear
Yeah.
that?
Because guess
You
what?
hear that,
In
Bow? You
2 years,
hear
because
Nah.
guess what?
that? Nah, man.
In
Wait,
a
wait,
year,
wait,
I
wait.
say,
Hold up.
I say, you hear that, Bow? You better
yeah.
stop. You better stop that over there.
Oh,
You
my
ain't
bad.
behind. You ain't
My bad,
behind.
bro. Wait, I
Guess,
didn't mean to. I had to just make that statement right quick. Go ahead, Bob.
No. I'm listening. I'm listening. Me personally, I feel behind. That's how I feel
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that goes back to what we say is what you want in life. What Chico's saying and what Don's saying is that they happy with what they have because they got what they need. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? See,
No, hold on. Chico, finish saying what you said. He ain't hear you. He ain't get it, Chico. He ain't get it.
What you talking about as to what? I was just
Nah, no, as to when you were talking about, he got the part when y'all was saying be content with what you have.
Yeah,
But when you were saying about being inspired by what you see,
yeah,
but
yeah,
not feeling behind.
I'm more inspired by what I see because one thing about it, and there's two things for sure, is that what I'm going through, I know it's temporary, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I know what I'm about to step into. Man, when you're about to step into something really, really, really good,
Mm-hmm.
God will strip you.
Oh yeah.
And so
Oh
you
yeah.
may feel like it's a lot of turmoil and there's a lot of conflict going on in your life, things you may not understand,
Mm-hmm.
things you're going through. You talk to God and He say, don't question Him now, but He's pruning you for what He's getting ready to prepare you for.
Definitely. Definitely.
So when you look, so that's why some people say, man, I'm not gonna be in this situation forever.
Mm-hmm.
So me, I understand my situation and why I'm going through what I'm going through.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that once I'm done going through it,
Mm-hmm.
then God, I know that I'll be ready to be able to hold what God has planned for me, right?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so like I understand that. So
hey,
I don't get caught up into me wanting to be like this person and that person because I know maybe in a year or two,
Mm-hmm.
shit, I can be a multi-millionaire.
Fact.
And it wasn't that a year ago I wasn't where I wanted to be. No, I was where God wanted me to be.
Mm-hmm.
See,
hey,
it ain't about me and what I think or it's when I had them conversations with God
Mm-hmm.
and He tells me, well, sit your ass down and be patient.
Mm-hmm.
hey,
Well, I gotta sit my ass down and be patient and not be focused on what everybody else doing.
He got to do it to you.
You see
He'll
what I'm
do
hey,
it
saying?
to
So
you. Yeah.
now
hey,
I
hold
got to
up,
go.
wait.
What you got?
Jay, you can testify to this shit, right?
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Hey, for real
I'm
though.
look. I'm here. Look. I'm back on top of it. I'm back on top of the world like I never left. You feel me? And guess what? And guess what? I ain't done.
hey,
Man, we
I
was
ain't
having
done.
conversations, Jay.
Yeah. Yep.
You was having conversations
Yes.
a couple months ago,
Yes, sir.
bro, and we was both going, bro. I was low.
yeah, yeah,
And I was real low.
Mm-hmm.
And Jay, we was in the same man, we
Yeah.
was scrambling trying to get it.
Yep. Yep.
But
and look
it
what
was
happened.
just God was working on you.
Yep.
Exactly,
And he
Absolutely.
was,
exactly.
yeah, he was working on
Absolutely.
us, brother.
Absolutely.
And so that's why I say, man, we ain't gonna be here always, Jay.
Oh, nah.
Success is around the corner. Most people walk out before man, it could be right around the corner. That all they got to do is walk up turn the corner. But they quit. They give up.
Mm-hmm.
When success is right around the corner,
Right
bro.
around it. Just reach around.
Just
Just get to
retch
where you
around,
can
yeah,
reach.
just
Just get
retch,
to where you
retch
can reach.
around the corner. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to look over. Just stick your arm, just stick your arm around the corner and grab it. But most people, and when God see that, He says, "Oh, they're not ready."
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You stayed the length of the course,
Mm-hmm.
Jay.
Yeah,
yeah.
well, this part, it ain't over yet.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's a little bit of light, a little more light
Oh
shining,
yes,
huh?
yeah, I can see it now. I can see it
Oh,
now. I'm like, look, look. Sometimes it's like one of them things, man. It's like just have gratitude, man. Just be grateful.
Hey, for real though,
Just
for
be
real though.
grateful, man. Like it ain't about, a lot of times it ain't about like when you see where you are and you get ungrateful, I guess, like, and you start comparing like I used to, like 8 Ball still do. I'll just mess with you, 8 Ball. I love you, man. I love you, 8 Ball. I love you, man. I
No,
love
I'm
you,
it's
man.
listening.
good
I'm
though,
listening.
man.
Nah. It's just like you notice things start to change when you start things start to change and you start feeling better about your situation when you start showing a little gratitude for what you have. You know what I'm saying?
Fact, fact.
And you learn, then in that you learn what you really do have, if that makes sense. I might have been, I don't know, that might be a little too light for
You
what
was
I'm trying to say.
overlooking. You
Yeah,
was
you overlook
overlooking
it.
what you had,
Exactly.
what you
You overlook
have.
what you really have.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like I had so much stuff I started doing and got done, you know what I'm saying, when I was low, you know what I'm saying, when I was down on my luck. There's so much stuff I was able to do and I like actually getting closer to God. Like it was a lot of stuff that happened when I was low. You know what I'm saying? That I probably would have been quote unquote too busy to do, you know what I'm saying, if I
exactly.
was
You know,
still running that rat race that I was running. You know what I mean?
you know God
Exactly.
tests you when God tests you. He don't test you in your strength. He tests you in your weakness. So
Yeah.
when you were at your weakest, that's when you were being tested. That's why all of these things were happening. But he's building character and strength
That's
as you
true.
go through that. You feel what I'm saying?
Facts. I believe that. I'm a firm
That's
believer.
true.
I'm a firm believer in a living what I said, a living testimony.
Living test.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Exactly.
but I just want to leave everybody with this. I want to leave everybody with this. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know we just, yeah, I don't want to say we got off topic, but we had, I believe in all that what we talked about. We had a message to deliver and we delivered it. But at the end of the day, man, comparison, all these comparisons is really a distraction. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
exactly it is.
It's really something that is pan flash, as
Yeah.
my mama used to say.
So let me
Like,
ask you. Go ahead.
hold on, hold on. You know what I'm saying? Like all these comparisons is a distraction. You know what I'm saying? These things can pull you away from your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because you sitting there looking at somebody else living in a assignment or whatever the case is. With
Alignment.
alignment. Yeah, they living in their alignment. Thank you, Chico. They living in their alignment, and then put your focus on somebody else's path that's not really yours.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You putting your feet in somebody else's footprint, and that wasn't made for you. You wonder. Oftentimes we sitting here wondering why it's not fitting. You know what I'm saying? And I believe God didn't design your life to look like somebody else's. So I'll say that. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that, and I'll leave everybody with that.
Let me ask you this question.
What you
When
got?
when
What
it,
you got?
when it comes to education in school,
Mm-hmm.
in the
Uh-huh.
schoolroom setting,
Mm-hmm.
25 kids in one room. Do you think it's better to teach them from the social study book or from social media?
Woo.
It depend on, well, okay, look, I get it's purely, let me see, how can I say this? It depends on the subject. Now, if you talking about social studies is generally like just history, right?
Yeah, and
I
Yeah.
can't, you know
and
what? I ain't a good person I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't a good person to ask a question about social studies. That was one of my weakest
Least
subjects.
favorites.
Yeah.
And I could not stand social studies, bro. I have a teacher, Mrs. Morrison, to this day. She watches the podcast from time to time. Miss Morrison can tell you, social studies was not my strongest, boy. My first time ever going to summer school was because of social studies. I'm not lying. What's up?
That that's a nice question,
I
bro.
wouldn't know.
Because
I would not teach these kids from social media because social media ain't nothing but everybody's jumbled up
What
opinion.
did you learn in social studies?
true, true. But at the same time, it projects real life.
Yeah,
right.
it projects.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
like current life, but it ain't. But like we said, social studies ain't nobody's real life.
But do you know I done learned 90% of how to be a person off of social media than social studies.
Hold on,
You
time
say
out.
how
Are
to
we
be.
talk? Are we talking about YouTube?
It just we've been saying
You
social
Ah!
studies. We just
YouTube
Oh
don't count.
shit!
No,
no.
I'm saying, shut up, Don. Stop. Hey, Don making it worse. Don's making it worse right now, bro.
I'm just
Hold
saying.
on, hold on,
I'm
hold
just
on,
saying.
bro. All right, all right,
I'm
all
just
right.
saying. If you take a today's subject off Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram, TikTok, and you let that play in the classroom. You let that play in the classroom, and you get them a quiz about what they just seen, and then you come back as a teacher
And
and you explain to them what you know about what they just seen. You think that was better, or you think they should have went to the textbook?
Well, that's just it depends, man. If that's like if what they watching is actual fact, like you fact checked it, like if it's actual fact,
yeah.
okay, but that's still like a teaching method, man. That's like teaching kids ABCs with a song. It's a method. But
And that's letting
I
them know the real from the fake.
Yeah, but exactly. That's why I say if you going to use social media as a teaching, like as a teaching basis, it's got to be fact checked. It's got to be the facts. It can't be like, what I'm saying? Yeah, it can't be an opinion because it's like that's like going to listen to a mechanic. Well, I don't know if this take 5 quarts of oil, but my granddaddy always did it like that. My granddaddy always put 4 and then filled the rest of it with water. That ain't right.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
See, the reason why I say that there, you got to look at today's society with the Generation X. They
Yeah.
they moving rapidly in all kinds of different directions. I'm talking about we
Mm-hmm.
can't even understand them no more because they be on social media so much. They
Mm-hmm.
not
Hey,
in the textbook. They not in the
but can,
textbooks.
but can I
So
What
say
you
this
got?
though?
What you
go
Go.
ahead.
got,
Oh no, no,
Chico?
no. Go ahead. Go. I want you to finish, Bob. Go ahead. I'm
So
sorry.
they be in the tech, they be in social media so much. So 90% of the kids is learning everything that they learning from social media. So
Social
when I
media.
say when I say when social media became a big impact to the world and everybody on the grandkids, granddaddies and aunties and uncles and everybody coming on there with fake stuff, I really believe that they should have a class explaining exactly what JJ is saying. Because if you look at Generation X, they boom. We don't even understand them no more because they learn so much with the click of a thumb. You know what I'm saying? Within 1 minute or 50 seconds or 60 seconds, they done learn something whole totally new than what we try to teach them 5 years inside our own house.
Yeah.
Let me say this, bro. When we talking about kids, we talking about development. And right. And so I think social media can distract the kid from developing properly. I think social media is too wide open and exposed with things that I wouldn't even want my kid to see. So I would try to protect their innocence as long as I could until they get old enough to be able to handle some of the things that they see. Because we talking about social studies, we talking about history, we talking about economics, humanitarian. You can learn some of them things from that, but I think it's too wide open because you have kids that are still developing and you have kids killing themselves because of social media, because of depression, because they losing a lot of the things about themselves because they're so geared on what everybody else is doing that they don't even know who they are.
And
Exactly.
that's
Yeah.
You got these kids running. Go ahead.
that's the
You got
reason
these
why I'm
kids
saying.
running around. Look, let me share this with you, Ape. When we were in school, bro, man, we got it on. We finna knuckle up. We finna whether it was the dime, whether it was pine, wherever we played on the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Now these kids are shooting at each other on the same team. They killing each other. They got a football game next week. One of them gonna die because they getting into it with each other and they on their teammates. We wasn't
That's
doing
crazy.
Yeah.
that.
Nah,
So I
that's
think
crazy.
I
That's
think
crazy.
that right. So when we talking about social media, I think that it's you got to be real careful when you talking about the development
Exactly.
because as kids we were being developed, and I think that was good to learn social studies while we were in school. Now let me say, if we would have had social media back then, bro, we would have been fucked up. Excuse my French, y'all. We would have been
No,
fucked.
no, no, no,
It's
no, no, no,
No.
no, no.
Well,
Because I put like this here in development right now. You can hardly ever take social media away from a kid and what he needs to see. That's the reason why I asked this question. I said, would you want to teach social media in school over social study? Because right now, if you teach social media in school, you teach a kid what to look for, how to fact check, you know what I'm saying, what to believe in and what to see. Because I can take my phone from my kid, I can take my kid phone from him right now before he walk out the door. But he got 25 other kids in that school that's gonna put a post in front of his face and let him see it. You see what I'm saying? So if your kid don't know what to look for and how to look for it, because right now social media is what's raising the kids. I don't
Right,
care,
but that's why our kids are so fucked up, bro.
but
That's
that's
why the
that's the
kids
reason.
so fucked up.
That's the reason why I said what I said. Would you want to teach social media in school? Mean social media or social study? Because if you
Social
teach social
studies.
media in school, you teach a person what to look for and how not to believe in everything and how to search.
I see what you're saying.
Now
I,
you
I
see
see
what I'm
what
yeah.
you're
Nah,
saying?
I
saying.
mean, I can see
Got
if
I,
you saying
I see
got
what
teach about
yeah,
social media and
yeah.
how to use social media,
And how to
then
use it.
that's
Okay.
different.
Why
yeah.
you ain't say that? Yeah, that's different, man.
That's
That's
what
different.
Why
that's
you ain't
I
say
wouldn't
that?
want my
You should
kid
have
that's
led
learning
with
from
that.
social media.
because look, social media is really called information highway. You go
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
way you
Nah,
you go
but
you go
this
which
is
Yeah,
way
but it's a
you
lot of
you
false information too.
yeah. No. But
That's why
that's
he's
what I'm saying.
saying,
I
that's
wait,
what
wait,
I'm
yeah,
wait.
saying.
That's what we thought you had said, Bob. We thought you said have social media teach our kids,
Right.
no,
and
no,
That's
no, no,
what
I'm
no, no,
like,
that's
no,
No, I
no,
said
hell
this,
no.
no,
I'm
no,
like,
no,
but
no.
I was
yeah, that's
I was saying this
I got what he
that's
was
because
saying.
different.
because
That's
what I'm
totally
saying
different.
because what I'm saying right now, it boils down to your algorithm. Whatever your algorithm, that's why like right now, when I see a fight, I don't even click on it. I
Because
don't
they're
even
gonna show.
comment on it. But if I
Because
click on it,
that's what's gonna see every
it's
time
gonna
you open
it's
your
gonna send it back
page
to me.
up.
It's gonna send me
Yeah.
another fight.
Yeah,
You see
it's
what
gonna
I'm saying?
it's gonna
If I
yeah.
if I see a fine woman I like and I click on it, it's gonna send me another fine woman. If I see how I want to build a house and I click on it, it's gonna send me another something where I'm talking about housing. If I'm sending something
Definitely.
about politics or going to the bank, when I click on it, it's gonna send me another one. See the
Yeah,
kids,
I
see
would be all in on that. I definitely be all in on
right,
that. Like
but see
teach them
Right.
how
That
to use social media.
right,
Yeah,
but
but
that
see
I
but
do
that
that.
wasn't what was said though.
Yeah.
But
that
yeah, it
what
makes sense.
Exactly.
That
Yeah, yeah,
that's
man.
what we
You had
that's what we
confused
was
the
Right, but
heck
getting
that's
out of
at.
why I
all of
say
us,
if
that's
you
what
man.
I'm
didn't
Nah,
say it
saying.
like that, you kind of right.
Yeah.
You say
That's what
you said, do you want social media to teach our kids or social studies to teach our
no.
Yeah,
kids?
I said
that's
no,
what
no,
we
no,
was
no.
getting at.
He said
I said
what?
in school. I said
Yeah,
in school. Would you want social studies to teach your kid or social media to teach your kid? And what I mean, what
Right. See, that's the same thing you said.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't want
but
social media to teach my kids.
He
he
means
wasn't saying it like that. He
Yeah,
was
that's
yeah.
what
saying it
oh, yeah,
like
we
That's
get
what he
that now.
said.
look,
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
look, what I'm saying,
After we
okay,
went around the world,
let,
now
Yeah, go
y'all
ahead.
get it.
let's
Yeah,
Yeah,
break
we
it
yeah.
get
down
it
like this
now.
up.
We
Let's
get
break
it
it down
now.
like this up. When I
Yeah, I
said
get it
social
now.
look, when I said social media, y'all were thinking about the bad part of it. That's why you didn't
No.
want to teach the kids. That's
Well,
why you
no.
didn't want
Uh-uh.
to teach the kids.
I only took it how you said it, boss.
Yeah, yeah,
I only took it how you said it.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
See, that's why I'm saying when I say social media, I didn't say what subject of social media. Social media
Uh,
got a million different subjects, but
that's
it's
what I say. We get it now. We get it. We
right.
got you.
That's
So
right. That's what I say. I get it now.
so
Yeah.
so what I'm saying, if you got a teacher that's gonna teach the kids on what subject to research and what subjects to click on, it's gonna feed your kid more. Like Chico and Dot mean what you call it? Dot mean
That you talking about nutrition? So yeah, that.
nutrition.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
If Chico was
Yeah.
a teacher, if Chico was a teacher in school and he started teaching about social media, that's what he gonna teach about, and
All
that's
like
what
go
the
to you.
kids gonna start clicking on, and that's what
Mhm.
social media is gonna start feeding them more. But if you
Oh, you
take
kind of go
young
to
boy,
YouTube.
if you take NBA young boy, and he a teacher, then all his development. Algorithm is gonna be about gang banging, shooting, killing, and whatnot. So really, social media is information highway, but it depends on what information you choose to look at on a daily basis. And I've
For
been
sure.
So
I've
they
been
can
doing
teach
it.
what
I've
you
been
teach.
I've been doing this lately, like positive posts, I don't put a comment on it. I share it and I put my comment on top of the post, and all my little nieces now they gradually start doing things that they wouldn't listen to me say. They see the post and I put a comment over the post, and they see and they get my perspective. They get my perspective from the post, and later on when I look by 6 months later, they actually doing things right now. Because now, since I can't call them and talk to them and say, "Hey man, y'all need to do this," here they don't want to listen. I just put
Teach
the
them
post
what
up.
to watch on
I
social
put the
media.
post up and I put
Understand.
my perspective over it, and now they actually doing things that came from social media that they see.
I got you. I get what you're saying. Hey, yeah. But we coming up on time. We coming up on time. Would
Right.
love to continue this conversation, but we coming up on time, man. Any closing thoughts
Oh, see you
when
again.
it comes to uh when it comes to stop comparing your life to people you don't even know
Be
via
yourself.
via via social media.
Be
Don says
yourself. Don't compare your
Don
life to
says be
nobody else.
yourself. Don't compare your life to nobody else. You bet not. You better not compare yourself to somebody else. What you got, Chico? Any closing thoughts? Cause Chico still messed up. I thought you was telling social media to teach our kids. God damn, you
Yeah,
messed
nah,
us up.
she was actually on my hair, bro, and it was kind of hurting a little bit,
Ah, okay,
and
okay,
so I
okay.
kind of yeah. So you gonna have to run
You
run
can
that
you
back by me again.
he
Run
he
that back.
he winced a little bit. Ah, baby, that hurt. God,
Yeah, I be
oh.
trying to, I be trying not to make them faces, but shit, baby, heavy handed hell. Shit, they be like,
No, I'm
uh,
saying, I know I'm saying, I was just saying, any closing thoughts that you have around the quote, stop comparing your life to people you don't even know via social media. Any closing thoughts?
Right. My
yeah, I
closing
would.
thoughts. Go
Go
ahead,
ahead, Bob.
Chico. I think he
No, no,
actually
go
went.
ahead, Bob.
Go.
Yeah, now I was gonna say, man, everything outside of serving your higher self is a distraction.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So don't try to look at other people live their life and try to figure out how to make your life like theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I just because whatever that person has done or whatever journey they went on that God took them on to be doing what they're doing, he didn't take you on that journey.
Mm-hmm.
You have to ask. I think the most important thing is to ask God to show you what your purpose is
And be
and
prepared.
live in
Be
your
prepared.
and
Yep.
prepare
Yeah,
and ask him to prepare you to live in your purpose. I just trying to live like somebody else, man, you'll miss what he have for you.
What you got, Bo? Closing
According to
thoughts.
according to the topic, I think social media is a great way to teach the kids, but it's up to the parent to tell the kids on how to use social media. Because when it comes to clicking and commenting on certain things, all you got to do, a person can do a credit check on your social media page and find out what type of person you is. All they got to do is go through your activity. When they go through your activity, see what you clicked on, what you comment on, and what you like, and find out what type of person you really are and what you really like, because it's going to show. Social media show you everything, your activity on a daily basis. And if you're a parent, you would sit down and teach your kid, don't click on this, don't comment on this, and gradually them bad things won't come back around, and it'll be nothing but positive subjects that they'll see on a daily basis.
Facts.
yeah,
Teach your kids how to use social media responsibly.
basically.
My closing thoughts is, and y'all just run your own race. Stay in your lane. Trust God's timing. Trust God's timing, man. That's a big one.
That's true.
Really work on aligning with God's timing, because what's meant for you is meant for you, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we still being worked on. Sometimes we still being built. Even when we can't see it. Chico mentioned earlier about, and when you plant a seed, you just, you don't see what's going on underneath. You know what I'm saying? So if you're
Fact.
not where you are, or you feel you where you need to be, it just might not be your time right now. So just keep putting in the work, keep your head down, put in the work, do what you got to do, man. But I appreciate everybody that tapped in, everybody that participated in the lives and stuff like that. I appreciate y'all. Don't forget, man, the website is still under construction right now, so I don't have anything other than the pop-up shops to get merch to people. But if you want to, you can hit me up, and I can still slide you some merch, man. You can just hit me up, DM me, send me an email, whatever. And if that's everything, man, like always, man, y'all remember, man, y'all be focused.
Hold on, let me
And
say.
what you got? What you got?
Let me say one. I ain't gonna hold it on. You know what got me on social media?
What you guys do on social media?
I was never on social media. Didn't understand it.
Uh,
When I fought my first case and I was facing all that time, my lawyer,
Mm-hmm.
my lawyer told me to get on social media. He said, "Look, man," he said, "we finna go to trial for this dope case. We finna go
Mm-hmm.
to trial for this dope case, and you done already made bond." He said, "I need you to do two things for me." He said, "I need you to get a job because I need to tell them that how you make money." And then he said, "I need you to get on social media and start showing them what you're doing in the positive light, because," he say, "when you get on social media, the DA gonna be looking at you. He gonna be seeing that you on social media, you doing good stuff, and that's what I need you to do. Them two things." And ever since then, when he told me that, there, it made sense. I got a job. I jump on social media, and I started letting people see me. And little bit less than a year, people started saying, "Man, they about doing good. Oh, he be saying some crazy shit on there, but he doing good."
Yeah, he ain't say he ain't got no dope case.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Shit.
Lord.
Shit. Hey, but that's real because they when they wanna, just like the people who go and do the mass shootings or whatnot,
Mm-hmm.
that's the first thing they gonna do. Go and
Go on
check their
social
social
but
media,
social
see
media.
if they
He
posted,
was
see what
he
they've
was
been
such a
putting.
kind heart. He was such a kind
Yeah,
soul. He
Yeah,
just
we
helped
couldn't see
yeah,
everybody
anything
out.
that would warrant. Yeah,
yeah,
We don't know how he turned to this life of treachery.
man, that's how they be. That's how they be. Yeah, telling on themselves.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Be like
Yeah,
It remind me of that 0 Day documentary. I'm not gonna lie.
they be like they be like, "Well, the person was shot with this gun," and they go back to your page saying, "You had it at the
Look,
park."
that's his gun.
yeah,
That's
you
his gun
post.
right
Yeah, you
there.
got that from the gun.
exactly,
Got that from the gun store.
exactly.
Yeah. Hey, next topic. what not to post on social media, man.
No
But
Yeah.
doubt.
but all right, man. We
Hold
love
up.
you.
One more thing. One
Oh
more thing,
Lord, come
bro.
on down. Come on with it. What you got?
I'm going to rush the ball, bro. When it's your time, it's your time.
Yep. When God pass you the ball, ball.
Yeah,
God
exactly.
damn it.
Hey, that light hit different when it's on you.
I'm
So,
telling
For
you.
real.
I'm telling you. You better
Be
smile.
patient to
You
get
better
what
smile
God
too.
has for you.
Exactly.
You better smile too, man. But y'all remember, man. Y'all be focused and not foolish, man.
For real.
I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm looking at you, ball. You got something to
hey, man.
say? I'm messing with
Hey, I
you.
love y'all. I love y'all.
Love you
I
too,
love
bro.
y'all,
Love
man.
y'all too, man.
Yeah, much
Hey,
love, bro.
we holla at y'all, man. We
I
out.
love y'all.
Holla at y'all. All right.
All right.
Hey.